Hi everyone. Today we're going to try practicing the alphabet in a totally different way. Now this is something I have mentioned before, I think in a video a while back, but I want to get into it in more depth. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice the alphabet with our basic strokes as usual, but we're going to break down the letters into the basic strokes as we're practicing. So what I mean is, first of all, let's do our basic strokes. Underturn, overturn, compound curve. You know what, every time I do this, I forget about my X height to lower it down, so don't mind me. I'm going to do this. And ovals. Regular oval, reverse oval. All right, so let's say we're practicing the letter A. What I would like you to do is, well, I'm going to zoom in first of all. What we're going to do to practice the A is first mark our X height. So I'll do that right here. I'm going to work 3 squares high. I'm using the Kelly Creates Smooth Paper Grid Practice Pad. And I have the Kelly Creates Dream Pen in Sunset. All right, so we're going to just start with the letter A. So normally you'd practice the letter A like this. What I'd like you to do is practice it like this. Break it into separate strokes. First draw your oval, and then your underturn. And then draw them together. Oval, underturn. And then draw them separately. Oval, underturn. And you can definitely draw your underturn to the top of that line. You can take it a step further and switch colors, which I have mentioned before. There's my oval. There's my underturn. And the the advantage of switching colors is it makes you slow down for every stroke. And those of you who rush, you know what I'm talking about. Now let's take a look at the Kelly Creates workbook. So this is the workbook for large brush tip pens. And here is the letter A. Now you do have, here's where I want to demonstrate this whole breakdown idea. In my workbook with the letters, only the alphabet, and with the making connections, which I'll show you a bit later, you do have start with the breakdown. And so I want you to focus on that breakdown when you're practicing now for every single letter. So don't just draw the letter. Draw the breakdown and then draw the letter. And like I said, you can switch colors as well. Okay, let's try this with another letter. Let's just try the letter B because it has an ascender loop. So we can first start out with your B and draw the entire letter from beginning to end. Just like that. And then you can do the breakdown. So I'll just start with my entrance stroke, and then I move over and I'll draw my ascender loop, and then I'll move over and I'll draw my oval beginning to end, and then my exit stroke separately. Now take a look at the entrance and the exit. You see they're identical, and you get that parallel line between them. That's nice. Now we're going to draw it together. One. Oh, oopsies. I almost went to, here. I got mixed up. 2, 3, and 4. There. Okay, so then I wouldn't continue with the whole B. Then I would do the breakdown, then the B again, then the breakdown. Now let's split this up into different colors of pens. So let's start with the orange, light entrance stroke. Then we'll switch to the teal and draw the ascender loop. Switch. and then switch again. Now let's take this a step further and let's choose the word bay. I'm just going to mark my lines here. So now we're using all 4 of our lines. So we're going to start with writing the word bay, and I'm just going to use the orange and this, and their oval, oval, underturn. We'll just do the easy Y connection and exit. All right, now we break it down, and I'm going to switch colors. So we start here. We draw our sender loop. Oops, I connected that. Reverse oval. I'm not going to start again. Entrance stroke or exit stroke. Regular oval. Underturn. And remember, you can finish the underturn all the way up. Descender loop. And the exit stroke. Now the last step would be, again, well, not the last step, but you'd start with your word, do the breakdown, and then write the word again. And when you write the word again, you can switch colors. I really believe that switching colors makes you more conscientious, more aware of what you are drawing. It really, I think, it improves focus. I know a lot of you might say, well, it disrupts the rhythm or the momentum of my lettering, or my calligraphy. But if it does that, then I think you actually do need to try something like this and to slow down, because momentum definitely is part of, the lettering process, especially when you're, writing a long piece. But when you're practicing or warming up, doing the breakdown, slowing down, switching colors is so incredibly helpful. And let's take a look at my Making Connections workbook. Here's the Making Connections workbook with words, and they're all broken down into the strokes. So this is the calendar words for large brush tip pens. There's also greetings. And let's see, I had August, because it's August right now. I thought, well, we can look at that. So the tracing paper is right inside, and these are available online in my online store. And let's take a look at the breakdown for this. Now the letter A, it's not really broken down, but there's your upstroke and your downstroke. And then we have underturn, underturn, oval, descending loop, underturn. Then we have an underturn that I connected to the S, and the S is a funny letter because it's all one stroke. And then the T is one big underturn. So I'll put this here. And the beauty of these workbooks is that you actually, you have these guides to help you focus on the basic strokes inside of every word and understand the breakdown. One of the trickiest parts of people who are learning to use a brush pen is that they think it's the same as cursive, and it's absolutely not. So doing these exercises with the breakdown, and here for these, sorry, I'll flip this again, you can see that these strokes, even though they're connected, you can see them separately because they are dark gray, light gray, dark gray, light gray, and alternating. So that's really helpful in these workbooks and makes you understand where you start and stop. So let's just finish this off, do this connection like this. And don't forget, after you do this, you can write it, freehand. And there's room at the bottom of the workbook to write it freehand. The other thing you can do with these workbooks, just like we did on our grid paper, is you can switch colors. So have your 2 colors of dream pens. This is the teal and the sunset that I'm using. Any two colors of the large tip pens will work. And then you would switch. I would actually switch, if I was doing this, I would switch even for the A. But the A technically is one stroke, so, you know, that's debatable. And then you just switch. So you're really focusing on every stroke and your transitions and can, you know, concentrate. Remember that you're drawing. Do not get carried away about you're writing something, right? We're not writing. We're drawing individual strokes and we're simply connecting them together. And like this. Okay. So give this a try, and I think you will find that this exercise really improves the appearance of your basic strokes and your letters and words. Thanks for watching.